Welcome to today's webinar presentation titled Partnership Marketing in an Uncertain Economy. Today's focus will be on how during challenging times, opportunities can present themselves specifically as it relates to the world of partnership marketing. We will be focusing on how partnerships can offer a bright spot to marketers, an opportunity even, to counter the challenges in today's economic climate. Our intent is to ensure that you leave with some actionable takeaways in leveraging the power of partnerships today or really in any type of economic climate. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce ourselves to the audience. My name is Maura Smith, and I am the Chief Marketing Officer for Partnerize. I'm joined today by Will Goff, Vice President of Customer Success. Will, would you like to give a hello?
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
Collectively, between Will and I, there's more than 3 decades of channel expertise and also the dual experience of having worked in the affiliate and partnership channel during the last major global recession. Today, we're hoping to share a perspective on why even during an economic downturn, partnerships can be a powerful channel, not only for revenue generation, but also a vehicle for staying omnipresent across your target audience. Additionally, like I said, we'll leave you with some considerations and takeaways as you lean into the partnership channel during times of uncertainty. So with that, we're going to just jump right in and get started. It's no surprise that in today's environment, marketers have a very tough job to do. Macro level factors are arising more frequently than ever, creating instability for marketers who have to quickly adapt to an ever-changing environment. Specifically, when you consider the digital advertising environment, costs have been on the rise for years. The prize go-to channels for marketers like search, social, programmatic, they've been no doubt an effective source of acquisition, but they're coming at a price tag, and it's really an expensive one at that. If you consider Meta, CPMs have increased 61% year on year, which is just an investment that is simply unsustainable over time. And it's not just Meta who's facing these increased costs, it's also Google and TikTok as well. Additionally, marketers aren't the only one who are facing rising costs. Inflation is impacting consumers and businesses alike, rising over 9% in the US, according to the Consumer Price Index as of June 2022. And with that comes warnings for retail profits with slowed sales growth, and lower consumer confidence overall. And last but not least, if that weren't enough, marketers still have to grapple with the changes around data privacy and the deprecation of the third-party cookie and figuring out how they can maintain ways to ensure that their digital advertising channels continue to not only be effective, but also scalable. But this is the world that we're living in today. And so marketers need to find ways to grapple with these challenges and meet their target audience where they are in the channels in which they engage. And what we can see here is this largely looks to be online. Across nearly all retail categories in the US, retail e-commerce is still growing at over 14% this year and expected to achieve growth of 13.8% in 2023. Obviously, following the onset of COVID, many work environments have shifted from in-office to remote or hybrid environments, which might also support the shift in preference to shop online versus in-store. It is this new consumer behavior that has been coined the digital shifters that presents an opportunity for marketers. Digital shifters drove nearly 7% growth in e-commerce sales in Q1 2022. And in a Forrester post-pandemic report, 40% of those surveyed indicate that they no longer enjoy shopping in stores as they did previously. And so marketers must endeavor to meet and engage digital shifters who have permanently transitioned to online shopping environments as the preferred choice of consumers. This ever-changing consumer environment, coupled with the macro level economic factors, means that marketers must find new ways to meet their target audience at scale while ensuring profitability. So you're probably wondering, well, where do I find that? It's certainly not with Meta or with Google, where costs are continually on the rise. And it means that marketers are forced to look elsewhere and really examine the channels that are not only cost-effective, but scalable. This is the critical operating leverage that marketers need. It's the combination of scale, automation, and outcome-based payment models, and it can only be found with partnership marketing. To quantify the partnership marketing channel and subsequently the opportunity, the industry globally is estimated at $15 billion, according to a study from Czech. And for added context, this channel represents 16% of all e-commerce sales. So naturally, more than 80% of brands are partaking in this channel, taking advantage of it as an acquisition and monetization vehicle. And perhaps what's most important is when you consider that 75% of world trade flows indirectly, it really makes partnership channels and alliances increasingly important to marketers. And in the United States, it is an opportunity that is represented by over $9 billion in ad spend on an annualized basis, according to the Performance Marketing Association's recent study in partnership with PricewaterhouseCoopers. This study in particular also credits the affiliate and partnership marketing category for driving over $71 billion in e-commerce sales on an annualized basis. So it's not insignificant. However, in comparison to the digital ad spend market in the US, which you'll see here from the IAB, the market is still relatively small. So what you're seeing is a view of digital ad spend, which sizes the US market at nearly $330 billion. And what you can barely make out in this chart is that the affiliate and partnership marketing spend represents not even 3% of all digital ad dollars that were deployed. So while investment in affiliate and partnership is growing year on year from 2019 all the way through to present day in 2022, it's still only a fraction of overall digital ad dollars. And really, it's not only an untapped opportunity for marketers, but it's also an unrealized opportunity for the channel itself. So at this point, you're probably wondering, well, what is holding the partnership channel back? Why is this the case? The reality is that senior marketing executives are their own worst enemy. According to research that we commissioned in partnership with Forrester Consulting, senior level marketers cite that their concerns with the affiliate and partnership marketing channel center around not having a full understanding of the channel's value and potential. They have difficulty quantifying and measuring the value that they receive from the channel. And also there's this sort of hesitancy to prioritize other channels that they have just taken favor with, historically speaking. And so with these reasons in mind, it is now well understood why affiliate and partnerships have failed to garner more share of digital spend from those who pull the budget strings. But that does not mean that you can't take hold of the opportunity that is in front of you today. I'm going to be turning the presentation over to Will, who will share some considerations and approaches to ensure your success when it comes to the partnership channel.
Thank you, Maura. First and foremost, the partnership channel crucially requires brand readiness, whether you're new to partnership marketing or not. Readiness is essentially a prerequisite for partnership success. As you'll see here, some of the channel readiness indicators include current level of digital ad spend, particularly in paid search and paid social. If you're not already spending a fair amount of your digital marketing budget in these areas, chances are you aren't ready to embark on a partnership program because your experience with digital advertising is presumably nascent. Next is ensuring there is an organizational commitment to the channel by way of resource, whether internal or external. There needs to be a dedicated resource to manage channel strategy and execution. You can't expect to have a successful partnership program without anyone at the helm. Partner programs require a plan and resources to execute against that plan. Simply having a program without an assigned resource to manage it does not check the box. An important consideration to bear in mind is also your brand awareness or recall. The partnership channel is not a good first stop. Successful partnership programs support brands that spend money and energy to build the brand awareness with your target audience. Brand building is not the sole purpose of the partnership program. And finally, also having some working knowledge, understanding, or even just a commitment to learn about the partnership channel helps in assessing readiness. As we stated earlier by Maura, many senior marketing execs fail to understand this channel and don't invest enough energy in learning it to understand how it could be used to solve and achieve their goals. Next is to ensure that once you decide to enter the partnership channel, it is critical to have a diverse program where the composition of partners does not singularly rely on one sole type of partner. Reason being, over-indexing in one partner type is akin to putting all your eggs in one basket, opening up your program for unnecessary risk. Also, an important consideration is the 2008 recession, a time when many partner programs were dominated by last partner types. And while last click partner types have strong audience and loyal followers, and certainly have effective ability at reaching price sensitive consumers, over-reliance can create downstream implications, such as training your consumers to seek a discount and so forth. So the advice is to ensure that you continually expand and test partner types to seek a revenue source that may not be apparent at face value. The point is, a well-diverse partner program can help you extend your reach and meet your target audience in the destination they frequent. Just as a well-diverse partner base is a necessary program foundation, so is optimizing partners accordingly. Partners are unique and therefore should be optimized in alignment to the unique value they bring. Rather than optimizing at a partner program level, working granularly at the partner level ensures success for each campaign. For example, coupon partners can be incentivized with promotional codes, as that is the value proposition that they offer to their audience. But there are additional tactics, such as offsetting performance declines with discounts to drive more awareness with their follower base, or offer unique codes for discounts that mirror site-wide promotions with the intent to create more personalization and branding for partners and recall with their audience. With content partners, the key is to offer insight into exclusive or trending product collections that will resonate with their audience. Conversely, unload excess inventory with content partners by increasing commission on particular SKUs. One rule of thumb, however, is with content commerce partners, securing optimal placements on site will not only require a commission, but likely a flat fee as well. When it comes to loyalty partners, their value to consumers is obviously the cashback or points they offer as an incentive to buy through their sites. So higher commissions that are passed onto the consumer in the form of the increased cashback will incent purchases and can be used as an effective tool to stimulate demand. Further, these types of partners tend to have greater targeting capabilities and can segment audience to run special cashback incentives to new-to-file customers, as an example, or those that have shopped through competitors. The key is ensuring that higher commissions are leveraged with select audience to stimulate demand rather than just a blanket increase. And lastly here, influencers. When it comes to partnership marketing channel, influencers utilizing this channel are typically at the early stages of their influencer career, meaning that they're trying to establish a revenue monetization stream because they can't command the high upfront campaign fees. In these instances, sometimes just pairing the standard commission rate with an offer of a free product goes a long way. In other cases, for more established influencers, they're looking to monetize evergreen content for compounding returns over time. These influencers might require higher commission rates, exclusive codes, and even codes that attribute conversions back to them regardless of the presence of a click. The third consideration to bear in mind in uncertain economic times when it comes to partnerships is margin. Protecting margin becomes crucially important in ensuring your partner and channel profitability. Therefore, it is paramount that you are mindful over promotional use and utilize commissions to avoid over-commissioning. For example, with dynamic commissioning solutions, you can set commission structures to incent partners to reach certain customer types, whether new or repeat, offering more or less commission based on that attribute. 2, incent partners with higher commission rates on certain product SKUs, rather than just a sweeping or blanket commission increase across the whole program. 3, implement reward structures that are goal-orientated, such as a flat rate bonus for new customer conversions that protect margin because it's a fixed rate rather than a percentage base. 4, commission structures that reward partners for achieving basket size or AOV conversions. And finally, reward partners with varying commission rates on SKU or product based on your goals. So as you can see from these just 5 examples, with dynamic commissioning, reward structure combination possibilities are endless and can be sophisticated or as simple as you like. The key to remember is that you're utilizing dynamic commissioning to protect investment, ensuring a strong ROAS and also ability to deliver profitability. Often what we see is marketers becoming fixated on ROAS as a primary KPI, and there's nothing wrong with doing so. But it's important to note that it is a short-term memory that evaluates the efficiency of your ability to generate a conversion via the channel. It does not account for lifetime value. This conversion will generate over time in the future. If you consider a consumer who was referred to the partner channel and perhaps they make 3 more reoccurring purchases in a year period, with basket sizes above the average order value. That consumer may be infinitely more valuable to the brand than another consumer referred by another channel who purchases once with a higher AOV. The point is that affiliate marketers and partnership leaders need to take a longer-term view on their partner and program performance to evaluate if the conversions driven are resulting in greater gains beyond the point of conversion. Once that is established, you can implement compensation methods with select partners or groups of partners that have demonstrated their ability to drive long-term results that will stand the test of uncertain economic times and deliver loyal customers for the long haul. So this concludes our presentation today. So let's recap the recommendations and considerations with a few takeaways. First, if you've not yet entered the partnership channel, consider and assess whether your program is ready. If your brand isn't established yet and you don't already have strong digital marketing foundation, or you haven't yet committed any resource to run the channel, you should stop right there. These are the minimal success requirements that you need to address first. Number 2, always ensure your program is diversified in terms of partner composition and contribution. You never want to expose your program to risk by over-indexing with one partner type. Also, a diverse partner base means that you're reaching a larger and more diverse audience, and being present in front of consumers is better than not being present at all. Third, optimize partners accordingly. They are unique in their own right and therefore require different optimization tactics in order to drive success on your behalf. Number 4, in economic times of uncertainty, it can seem easy to start mass discounting to drive short-term performance. However, there are more sophisticated tools available to do so sparingly and avoid eroding your brand. And finally, while this may be tougher times for consumers, you need to build sustainable long-term relationships with consumers that will deliver long-term value. That means taking a hard look, not just at short-term metrics like ROAS, but also measuring long-term value partners are driving, which will stick with you in tough times and in the good times. Thank you for your attention today. We appreciate your time. Please note this presentation will be available on demand for playback. At this time, I think we're ready for any questions from the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.